I'm originally from Cape Town, South Africa. I was born there and went to school there. And then throughout high school, I rode on my high school team and then for the junior national team. But then upon finishing high school, because the academic year finishes in December in the Southern Hemisphere, I had sort of 8 months before coming to Harvard. And so to broaden my horizons and see what else was out there, I decided to do a development sort of year at Leander Club in Great Britain. My mother is British, and as a result I have a British passport, so therefore I'm technically eligible to compete for Great Britain, and I decided to make the switch. This past summer in 2015 I went back and trialled again and was fortunate enough to be selected for the men's Cox's 4. To line up at the start and sort of know that you're racing some of the best that there is an incredible sort of opportunity, and one that that's sort of why I do the sport.
I lived in England till I was 15 and then moved to Australia in 2010. I actually don't have a citizenship for Australia, but I still do for England. So I can just go back there. I started emailing the coaches and they said, yeah, you should come back and trial for the under-23 team. So I went there with James because he did the year before, and he sort of showed me how to do it all, and then it was all pretty simple. We ended up just turning up, sitting in the boat they wanted us to go in and trying to make that go as fast as we could. It was sort of funny before we actually started racing because we'd see the other four sort of practicing on the lake, because we had a hotel right on the lake side, so we'd be watching and we're sort of trying to see who would be quick, who wouldn't be quick. We decided just to go for it off the start, and then even more so in sort of the second 250 of the race, so just like go for it and keep trying to go for it. So yeah, we were doing all right at the 500, then we kept on going and looked over at the K and we were still ahead. But I said, oh, we might be able to win this. And then we held them for another 500 and maybe sort of another maybe 100 or 150 into the last quarter. And then they just rode through us. It's like we blew up essentially, so we put all our effort into the first 1500 and didn't really have much in the final sprint, but it was worth it. Like, it's better to have led than lost than to have never led at all. Statistically, they say 80% or 90% of 8's races, if the boat is ahead of the 500, then that boat's going to win the race. So I think learning how to front load a race or be brave enough to go and do that in an 8 is pretty valuable. So I think that's the biggest thing I learned from this summer, is sort of a new race strategy.
Ross is actually my college roommate, so that was great to do it with him, and to line up there at the start was quite something, and to have a good friend and a good roommate there with you was fantastic. And I think he added a lot to the boat in a number of ways, and especially during the middle of the race, sort of up in the front there with Romania, he was a strong character, and sort of almost turned around and was like, we can win this. And unfortunately we just missed out to Romania, but no, it was so much fun, and got to know him a lot more outside of just the Harvard context, which was great. In the end, I think to be able to stand on the podium at the end of it with sort of some good friends and having had rode the best race, it was phenomenal, and I think that will always stick out for me in the future and give me a lot more motivation to sort of get back at it.